Hey, my name's Amy and welcome to Hooked on Stories. So my project for this week is I want to create something with this denim marle yarn that I bought. And I'm thinking that because of like the colors where there's a little bit of like white scattered throughout, I think it'd be really cool to make something that's like a baked good. So I want to make amigurumi pies for this week. I don't really have a pattern, but I'm thinking that just based on image alone, I should be able to freehand something. And while I do it, I will also take some notes as to what steps I followed. So hopefully you guys can also try it out as well at home. So let's see how I go.
Progress update. I have made a prototype of the pie base. I'm pretty happy with how this is looking, and I was kind of right, like this yarn just looks really nice making food and stuff. So I want to be able to add maybe a scalloped edge around the pie base, but I have dug up some of the yarn that I wanted to use, so I wasn't buying anything new. I have this really vibrant blue, which I think will be great for the blueberry pie. And then I have this really dark kind of cherry, so a cherry pie. So these two will be the toppings, or I suppose the pie filling, and that'll go on top. But yeah, just want to finish making another one of these bases, slightly different, and we'll also add the scalloped edge, and then we can start doing the strips on the top of the pies as well. Started adding a scalloped edge around this second pie base, but I really liked this shape of it, so I'm thinking that I need to frog one row and then do the scalloped edging, because this has gotten really flat and like just a little bit too big, I think, for my liking, because I really like this shape. So I'm going to frog this and start over and add the scallop a lot earlier. If I do 3 stitches for each of the scallops around, so 1 scallop equals 3, I can do 14 all around the base. So I want to do the same thing where I insert the hook into the first one, so single crochet, a half double crochet in that same stitch, and then in the next stitch do a double crochet and then a half double crochet and then a slip stitch. So that's 3 stitches all up. Now that I have done the 2 pie bases, one scalloped, one plain, I'm working on a filling, so it'll be a circle as well. So I'm just going to follow what I did here to get the circular base and perhaps make it a little bit more rounded before I put it on, and then also add in more stuffing. And I'm thinking this one could be the blueberry. Yeah, just leave it at that. One pie base done. So this yarn is a lot more different to these yarns, so I'm hoping that it'll still be able to work up and follow the same kinds of instructions, but I'll see how I go. Now that I've finished the toppings of the pies, I'm going to be making the strips of pastry on the top for them. Also got a bit of stuffing, so I want to be able to sew this first and then add in the strips on the top, just so I know what it looks like and how long they'll have to be, because I have to kind of judge for how much space might be needed. So do that, and I figure I probably will just weave in some of the ends here, but maybe leave that since no one's really going to see that once it goes on the top.
I have now finished the filling and putting them into the pies. I think it looks really cute, personally speaking, and it's been pretty simple for the most part as well. So now I want to do the strips of pastry on the top, so I'm thinking I'll just do single crochet, probably the longest part of the pie from the middle, and it'll get shorter on either side, so 18 is the longest. Okay, and there we have it. I finished weaving in all of the ends and putting through the pastry lattice, and I love the look of this one with the scalloped edges, and also this one too with its just plain edges. And so this is my blueberry and cherry pie. I'm so happy with how it looks, and it's a pretty simple project as well, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching me kind of basically freehand and figure this out.